hands down one of the most frustrated I've been after a football match. I mean, absolutely no lie. I mean, one of the most frustrating games I've ever witnessed as a Chelsea fan, and probably as a football fan in general. I'm not going to lie, because it was such a flat display from Chelsea overall, especially in the final third. It was absolutely dismal, I think is the word I'm going to use. Yeah, unfortunately, it's Chelsea 0, Arsenal 1 at the Stamford Bridge. And the only thing is, as well, that really annoys me is the fact that Arsenal sat back for 90 minutes and just tried to soak up the pressure, tried to hit us on the break. And the really annoying thing about that is the fact that their goal actually didn't even come from one of them. It didn't even come from any sort of move whatsoever. It came from a lapse in concentration from Jorginho in midfield to not know where Kepa was standing. And yeah, obviously, Smith Rowe puts away an Aubameyang cross into the box after that, absolutely horrendously embarrassing error from Jorginho. I know people will blame Kepa, but come on, get a grip. Jorginho's fault there, I'm sorry. And as good as he has been since Thomas Tuchel has come in, and as good as he has been for Chelsea overall, I'm a person who really loves Jorginho, I really do. But he was really, really pathetic there for that mistake, and just a lapse of concentration, which has ultimately cost us the game. And now I've just actually noticed there, Arsenal have got 6 points from a possible 6 from us this season. And we haven't actually beaten Arsenal since December 2019 when Tammy Abraham scored that goal at the Emirates. Because, of course, since then, we've lost the FA Cup final against them. We've lost the game 3-1 at Christmas. We lost this one. And, of course, we lost the 2-2 draw, at Stamford Bridge, which, of course, was a loss on our end. Remember that. Arsenal did win a 2-2 draw on that one, by the way they go on about it. And no doubt this one for the next, probably 2 or 3 years, I'm not going to lie, Arsenal Twitter is going to be going absolutely mental over this one. And it's their season complete, Arsenal. It really, really is. They said they had nothing to play for, but they really did with this game, because of course this is their Champions League final. We have our Champions League final in 2 weeks' time, and they had theirs tonight. I mean, first of all, in terms of the performance, really, really poor performance, as I said, going forward and defensively as well. I mean, obviously we had nothing to do defensively because Arsenal caused us absolutely zero problems in the game overall, for most of the game anyway. Attack-wise, it was as poor as you'll ever see from Chelsea, I'm not going to lie. Mason Mount really wasn't on it. Christian Pulisic was trying to create but wasn't really on it once again. Kai Havertz had a really bad day at the office. Just such a frustrating, upsetting performance. To be honest, I think that game has actually added about 3 years, or took about 3 years off my life expectancy, honestly, because I don't even know what to say, to be honest. And maybe I'm overreacting, because of course we have done extremely well under Thomas Tuchel, and of course it's only his second defeat as Chelsea manager since he came in late January, which is a really, really impressive record. But yeah, honestly, I can't believe we've given Arsenal 6 points this season, and I can't believe now they're going to go on and, give it all the big one on Twitter and social media, even though we're 10 times clear of them, and that's an understatement, honestly. It absolutely annoys me. And to be honest, it's really sad what Arsenal Football Club has become, because no doubt they'll treat that like they've just after won the Champions League final. Even if we were to win the Champions League against City in 2.5 weeks' time, they'll still go on about this one and say London's red because Chelsea lost to Arsenal this amount of times, And it's sad to see what Arsenal have become in terms of the brand of football they do play, because I remember back in the day, the one thing you could always say about Arsenal, even though they were always a banter club, since I got into football anyway, the one thing you could always say about Arsenal was the fact that they always played really good football. They always had teams that played good football. They were an enjoyable team to watch, with the likes of Cazorla, Ozil, Fabregas, Nasri, Van Persie, Adebayor, those kind of players. And now they're just the complete opposite. I mean, parking the bus, Mikel Arteta trying to grind out results, even though he there's nothing to play for Arsenal in this game apart from just pride of London, really. It really is sad to see from an Arsenal perspective, how the mighty have fallen, to be honest, because, as I said, it's just a horrendous way of playing for Arsenal, and certainly not what they're used to and what, of course, their fans want to see. And yeah, I will say one more thing as well, because I'm not a person to make up excuses for when we lose a game, especially given the manner of which we lost tonight, because I thought, to be honest, we probably deserved to lose the game, but I think we should have had 2 penalties, if not 3. I mean, the first one, a handball from Rob Holding, a disgusting decision from VAR, didn't even go to VAR, I'm pretty sure, which just sums up how useless VAR has been this season. I mean, they have to fix it. It's an absolute farce at this moment's time. I mean, Rob Holding has saved a shot from Mason Mount with his hand. It's been about that far away from his body, which, classifies as a handball because it's that far away from his body. Disgraceful decision. The second one I think we should have had was when Kai Havertz went into the box, and I think he was completely taken down by Gabriel, I think it was, in the box. Once again, honestly, I know Arsenal have had their fair share of bad luck this season with VAR, but honestly, that doesn't help our cause whatsoever, because I think we should have had at least one, at the very, very least, one penalty from that handball from Rob Holding. Just a disgraceful decision. Not like we're not used to seeing that sort of stuff on a weekly basis here in the Premier League. But honestly, yeah, once again, such a frustrating result against Arsenal Football Club. I can't believe they've actually taken 6 points off us this season. And actually, honestly, it's absolutely terrible, especially, you know, the way that it's not good going into an FA Cup final. However, I think it is actually decent in terms of the fact going into the FA Cup final, because it is a bit of a wake-up call. Yeah, a really poor performance overall, and a stupid way to concede a goal as well. Something that's been cut out, you could say, since Thomas Tuchel arrived at Chelsea, is the individual errors. But of course, when you have lapses in concentration like that, there's no one you can blame other than the players themselves. And yeah, I don't think Thomas Tuchel can have many, you know, I don't think he can take much criticism based on this result, is basically what I'm trying to say, because I don't think there's much more he could have done in terms of the performance, if I'm honest. And yeah, now we move on to the FA Cup final on Saturday against Leicester City at 5:15. Of course, there will be over 20,000 fans. I think like 22k fans are going to that game, which is really, really impressive for football on the whole. But we need a big reaction. We need to bounce back from this result against Leicester on Saturday, because I wouldn't say there'd be serious warning signs, because I think that would indicate a bit of a reaction to that game overall. But I just think we have to win that one, or else it will be a bit bleak going into that Champions League final, especially with the fact we're not actually mathematically secured top 4 yet. We do play Leicester once again in midweek, I think, next week, so yeah, in front of 8,000 Chelsea fans as well. Then Aston Villa to finish the season. I think one win will be enough in those last 2 games, so I'm not too, you know, overconscious about that, but you never even know how mad the Premier League's been this season. And yeah, once again, just a really, really frustrating performance. I know I've said it so many times, but honestly, I can't underestimate how frustrating that was as a Chelsea fan. And yeah, I'm not happy whatsoever. I'm really, really not. But hopefully we can lift our spirits on Saturday with an FA Cup trophy, especially after the disappointment, of course, against Arsenal, ironically, in last, I think, July when the final was. But yeah, basically that's where we're going to leave this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like. It'd be much appreciated by myself, as per usual. It helps me out more than you guys could ever imagine on this channel. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel as well, that would be hugely appreciated once again by myself. We are looking to hit 1.7k subscribers on this channel as soon as you possibly can, so please do hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, and see ya.